3 months ago, we made plans to achieve bigger horsepower levels on my 19 STI. At first, the plans were a simple turbo upgrade with supporting mods and a tune. Once you start modding an STI, reality kicks in and you realize the Fisher-Price turbo isn't going to cut it anymore. Long story short, weeks later, Bader told me to stop being a pussy and convinced me on purchasing a built block and bigger turbo. His exact words were, "We can do it in a weekend." Challenge accepted. Alright guys, thanks for joining me. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. But yes, it is true. As you guys can see, we are here at Bader's house about to get the motor build started. We just arrived. It is, I don't know, about noon-ish, I think. So once we get everything all set up, we're going to get the motor build started. So I know some of you guys had some concerns thinking I blew up my motor. That's why I'm getting a built motor now. Well, actually, no. I drove the car 300 miles all the way up here. Motor runs just fine. Here we go. Let me just show you guys. Bader's on the phone doing some stuff right now. There you go, still got the battery in it. Haven't taken anything out of the motor. That's about to change in about 5 minutes, but not sure how much I'll be able to show you guys because I am on a time crunch, but I'll record as much as I can for you guys. So yeah, let's do this. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to Josh, Mr. Bader himself. So he's just gonna explain what's going on with the engine, with the internal components on, because I don't know exactly. This is my first time seeing it, by the way. So Josh, if you can just explain to everyone what we got going on here.
No problem. So first off, obviously the Subaru, we have a split case engine. So what that means is, here's our engine block that we have. These two case halves here actually bolt together and sandwich the crankshaft in the block. So one of the biggest things on these motors when you are building them is going to be your mainline clearance. Then obviously you have your rod bearing clearance. This engine here, a lot of its technology, I guess, not right word for it, a lot of its heart is from its mainline in the engine. So we're going to try to keep that nice and tight so that we have good oil pressure in this thing for your track days that you're going to be doing. We do have a set of BC 272 cams, so we are going to be revving this thing out more. So we tighten up that main line, keep it nice and tight. Then we have our rods here, good old manly H-Tough rods. These will do plenty for what you need to do. Obviously we're a big manly supporter here, as you can tell. We have the pistons in the background. And these will do anything and everything that JR here is ever gonna do. These same rods as you guys have seen, you see in our videos, we make over 800 to 900 wheel horsepower on these same rods.
Oh wow. Yeah.
I know horsepower doesn't play so much a role, torque does. Those same cars are making anywhere from 600 to 700 wheel torque as well. So definitely making the torque on these rods. They're a good rod. The nice thing about having this H-Tough rod here is that they are actually nice and light. So obviously there's more material right here. A standard H-beam is really skinny right here. H-Tough is nice and wide, so we have more strength. You want the strength when you start revving these engines out, they actually start twisting. So that's why we have a little bit better rod in there for when we're revving them out. And that's what we're going to be doing. And so now moving along over to this side, we have our crankshaft, nice and small. This is an OEM nitrated Subaru crankshaft. I used to like using the 05 non-nitrated cranks, but unfortunately they ran out of stock. Those are no longer around. These crankshafts do just fine, but it's very important to blueprint these engines, set your own clearances, and measure out every journal on the crank. So we've already done that. This thing is 100% ready to go together now. So now that's gonna be the next step. While JR is outside working, we're gonna get the rods loaded up on the crank. We actually will be splitting the block apart and fitting our crankshaft in there, then bolting it back together. From there, we'll be putting those pistons into the block, and from there, we can get in the car.
Cool.
So if you take a look down here, I know I jumped past them. We got our cylinder heads right here. These have the 272s already inside of them. We went ahead and kind of jumped ahead. We had a spare set of heads here. So we got the 272 cams from BC, as you guys can see right here. And we have their springs and retainer kit in there as well. So we are ready to go. What do you think? Rev this thing out. We could probably get her out to 8K.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's gonna start falling off right around 75 to 8.
Yeah.
So 8K, I think, on ethanol fuel will be a good place to be.
Sounds good. I mean, you just tell me where and when, so.
Oh, yeah.
So cool. All right.
Yep. So we'll get this thing assembled. We'll get into a short block, and then we're gonna move on to getting these heads on there.
Cool. Okay, really not much went on so far. All we did was take out the battery and remove the under panel. First thing we're gonna do, we're gonna drain the coolant and take out the radiator. That is step one. So I don't know how much of this I'm gonna be able to film, only because I'm gonna be doing a lot of work while Bader puts the engine together. So just bear with me. I'm gonna try to film as much as I can. So I'm gonna be honest with you guys. One thing that's gonna make recording super difficult is it's about 90 degrees right now, and it's about 12 o'clock, and it's super duper hot, so. All right. Got that draining. There you go. Cool. Man, it's freaking hot out here. All right, guys, so sorry for not filming anything. I was just busy taking stuff apart. You know, Bader is here actually helping me take this intake manifold off. We're gonna do it the clean, old-fashioned way.
Yep.
So you guys don't want to see me take off the intake manifold. It's ugly. But Bader knows how to take it off nice and clean with the wiring harness and everything. So
yeah, it's pretty straightforward. So we're going to show JR how to do that for his future reference. And then once he sees it, piece of cake.
Yeah.
Before you know it, we're going to be down to a bare lawn block. And then from there, it's just pretty much tear it down and get it ready for a new motor.
Hell yeah. Good progress so far.
Oh, yeah.
So you can see all the parts I've taken off in the back. So just a pretty basic stuff: radiator, downpipe, intercooler piping, header, alternator, secondary air pump. That's not going back in. That's going to go in the trash. Yep. So yeah, pretty much just basic stuff.
I mean, environment, yes, we're going to put it back on. We're very environmental friendly.
Oh yeah, I shouldn't say that. No.
Yeah. That's really straightforward. The thing that's going to take us the longest is just setting up our new lawn block, getting everything switched over to there, assembling the heads on the block. That's the thing that takes time, and timing it. Things like that, that just takes time. You can't rush that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
So that'll take a little bit of time, but once we get our other lawn block together, then it's just me putting our new parts on and seeing how everything goes and how everything lines up. So I think that stuff will take a bit more time, but we should be good. I would like to see tonight the other lawn block together and ready to go in the car at minimal by the end of the night.
We can do that.
And then tomorrow it's just assemble the car. So
done.
Should be straightforward. I think we'll hit our goal.
Cool. Yeah, everything's going pretty smooth so far.
Yeah. No, it's going good.
Not gonna lie, I have been taking my time though. That is true. Yep. It was hot as hell, man. It was like 100 degrees out here, man. Give me a break, man.
Not used to this heat.
Fucking scared the shit out of me. God damn it, man. If you guys get any wind noise, I'm sorry. Bader wasn't lying about the wind out here.
Yeah, now you get to see it firsthand. It's not just me, I swear. I have a mic that he suggested.
Yeah. Any microphone. Holy, yeah, there it goes.
Yeah.
So guys, check this out. Bader showed me a cool trick. A trick, actually, you know what? You explain it, because it would have held me up a whole lot.
So the nice thing of this, guys, is whenever you're pulling your intake manifold, the way that I pull it is complete with the TGV system and the harness on it. So doing that, you obviously have an AC compressor here, and you have your alternator and power steering pump. Once you get those out of the way, to be able to get this power or AC out of your way, you unbolt the manifold and you can push it back like so, and then you're able to get right to the bolt on the back of the AC compressor. So that way it makes it extremely easy to do so, as you just saw. And man, we got major wind coming in.
I know. I'm trying to cover up the mic for the wind noise.
But now that we have that, we have this all the way unbolted, we can just sit this to the side and we can pull our intake manifold off, and then we're down to our lawn block.
So guys, in the last 10 minutes, Bader's been working. He already has everything dismantled. This thing is about to come out.
Yeah, this thing's ready.
In literally 10, 15 minutes.
We get these off for turbo and our wastegate. That's going to be that one. Those. Tuck that away. Now we should be able to start making progress here of getting this out.
Need help lifting this side up?
Yep, so that side's going to be the tricky side, so I might trade you sides.
Okay.
So you can record and pull on it. But just making sure here.
So fuel lines and all that stuff are going with it too, right?
Yep.
Oh, the whole thing.
Everything over here, the whole span's going with it. Just making sure I have the harness. We're not going to get caught up on anything. Like you have extra stuff like this going on down to the rear O2, which I assume.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's the flex fuel thingamabobber.
Yep. So what we're going to end up doing for now is just unplug the TGV, and then we're probably going to unbolt it from there. Just sit that to the side.
Yeah, we don't need that there.
Because I don't think you want to crawl under there. Unplug it. But, because we already have this done, and that undone, so now, if we would just unbolt it, we can sit it to the side.
I think I want to get one of those ratchets too, man. I should have got one. Those things are cool.
This is probably the best ratchet I've had to use, to be honest with you, as far as durability and length. You can bend it and move it.
Yeah. Harbor Freight, they always have a sale, right?
They do, always. We found out today. So, now what we're doing here, we need to unhook our main harness real quick. And then from there, we should be able to start getting this thing out of the way. Whenever you're pulling this out, guys, just make sure to take your time. Don't rip it out. And if you are stuck and it's not coming up, take a look to see what you're stuck on, because it is very easy to end up pulling a wire out, and you really don't want to do that to your harness to where you pull a plug out or wire out, because then obviously that's gonna ruin your day.
That is true. Yeah.
So you just want to make sure, be careful when you're pulling these out. So you can see here, I'm just kind of double checking everything, making sure everything's going to come off of us. These push up on them. If you ever want to take these out for your EVAT sensor, you push up, twist forward, and it'll pull out. And that's how those come off. Then we have movement. So this side's a little bit harder because we have that spout coming up for our coolant expansion tank there. So we just got to be a little careful when we're going up around that. This is the side I like to go up first with. Okay. So that way we can get it, kind of everything out of the way.
I don't know where to hold on to on this side.
So now I'll have switchy sides, and I'll let you just hold it here.
Okay.
Oh,
Rip my pants.
right on that canard, huh?
Trying to do this while I'm filming is difficult.
So now on this side, I'll put this over more to the side, kind of twist up like that. Sit that there. Now slide forward, like so.
Oh, I'm getting cut.
Yep, I got the harness here that's stuck on the frame.
Did I get everything?
Almost, yeah. It's just a stupid mount. There, that guy was stuck on the frame. So we'll slide forward more and make sure everything's coming up a bit. Go ahead and wait.
Hold on, let me put the camera down. Oh, I broke something.
Did you? And boom. Nah.
Yeah. 20 minutes literally of unhooking stuff, and next thing you know, intake manifold's out.
Look how clean it is.
Yeah.
Clean start.
Literally 20 minutes. I don't have my watch on me, but fuck. Look at this little baby turbo.
Yep.
That's going away.
Bye.
So AOS is going to come off. We're just going to take that off to get some more room. So I think I'm going to take off the turbo, the up pipe. I think we should take those off. Bader said he's going to take out the starter and this little, I don't know,
That little
environmental stuff.
Yeah. Leave it at that.
That we don't need.
Secondary air pump.
Yeah.
Injection. Solenoid. Whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. Oh, man, AOS is out.
Yep, we are all out of here. You want to grab that one?
I don't even know where all these lines go.
Down.
We'll figure it out.
Here we go. We're getting down to the bare bones.
Yeah.
That's what we want to see. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get the turbo, the up pipe out. Then we can unbolt this pipe too, which will get us this deal out.
Oh yeah.
Gives us all the room over here.
Okay.
And we can get our starter out. Probably a couple things left, and then we'll be grabbing this thing out of here.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
I'm just chilling. This is stuff I enjoy to do. I know it might sound weird, but I'm having fun doing this stuff.
Oh yeah. It's relaxing. Pull the car apart.
Yep.
Most people stress about it, but
Could go to the store and get some White Claws.
right. Get white girl turn.
I know. That's right. We are in Spokane.
Yeah. Our jokes will get a lot funnier to ourselves.
Damn. All right, let me take this turbo out. How you do that? Let me figure that shit out.
Well, you start by taking a couple bolts off and then throw it right in the garbage. Throw it right in the garbage.
There you go.